Ladies and gentlemen, the Fijian Elections Office continues its preparations for the 2022 general election, and I would like to report that we have successfully conducted 2 rounds of voter list verification exercises directly with Turangani Koros and district advisory councillors from around the country. It started on 4th of October last year and concluded on 19th of November. We dispatched 1,929 provisional voter lists to Turangani Koros and district advisory councillors, in which we invited the Turangani Koros and district advisory councillors to verify the voter lists against people who are currently residing in those areas and report to us those that have moved as well as those who have died since the last general election. In total, 1,128 voter lists came back. Following that exercise, when we received the voter lists, we verified it with the births, deaths and marriages registry to confirm particularly those who have been reported as deceased. In total, we identified that 2,041 voters had been reported deceased at the BDM registry, and therefore they were removed from the National Register of Voters. Then, in preparation for the current upcoming nationwide voter registration drive and the Know Your Election campaign, the Fijian Elections Office once again sent out 1,084 provisional voter lists to Turangani Koros around the country. The second round, which started on the 17th of January, was sent out, and we received all the voter lists back by the 4th of February. Using the information from the second set of voter lists, we managed to carry out a second round of verification with the birth, deaths and marriages registry, and thereafter we removed 6,920 voters from the National Register of Voters. Ladies and gentlemen, based on those numbers, the total number of voters on the National Register of Voters as of today stands at 658,310. As the election draws closer, there will be more fluctuations to the number of voters as we continue to remove persons who are deceased from the voter list or persons who no longer qualify as voters from the voter list, and at the same time continue to add new registrations to the voter list. It is critical that all parties and voters understand that the voter list numbers will not remain stagnant, but it will continue to fluctuate due to these verification and data cleaning exercises that the FEO does. The Fijian Elections Office has, since 2014, always relied on the Turangani Koros and Advisory Councillors network to carry out ground level verification of the voter lists that we use in the general election. We are doing the same for the 2022 exercise, as we consider the Turangani Koros and District Advisory Councillors network as a primary contact source for information on the ground. Going forward into the nationwide voter registration drive and Know Your Election campaign, we will be using verified voter lists from the second round of verification that have been returned by the Turangani Koros and advisory councillors as a baseline for verification and registration drives in each community as we progress through the drive. This means that now that we know how many people have moved into the communities and how many people have moved out of the communities from the PBL2, we will know when our teams go to those communities, and when we eventually draw up the PBL3, we will be able to use that as an assessment to see that, okay, that many people have now been added to the list in this venue, or this many people have removed from the list from that venue because they have moved out. Ladies and gentlemen, the lists also provide an opportunity for the FEO to ascertain how many voters to expect in terms of voter services in those areas. So if there are 30 people that have moved into a particular locality, our teams will know that they have at least 30 people to add in that area. Going forward, there will be another round of provisional voter list verification that we will conduct at the end of the nationwide voter registration drive and the KYE campaign. And this will most likely be done during the writ period. Our intention at all times is to ensure that the voter list is current, correct, and as accurate as possible. To do this, we have already issued various initiatives, such as we have expired the green colored voter card, which is in some instances up to 10 years old. We have started with the issuance of the blue voter card that has your polling venue written directly on it, the requirements for the use of birth certificate so that we can confirm your name as it is recorded in the births, deaths and marriages system, as well as the verification of the voter lists directly from ground contact sources such as Turangani Koros and District Advisory Councillors. I also have an update on the upcoming nationwide voter registration and awareness drive. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce that to kickstart the nationwide exercise, our voter registration teams will be set up at various hotspots in all towns and cities this weekend. We will be there with the births, deaths and marriages teams, so that if you do not have a birth certificate, you can simply obtain your birth certificate at these hotspots and then thereafter upgrade to your new voter card. The venues for this event are as follows. We will be at the Government Referral Center in Suva Town, Valelevu Police Bure in Nasinu, Rups Nakasi Complex in Nakasi, Nosori Max Value Car Park, Korovo Voter Services Center, Navua Voter Services Center, Reki Market, Navua Community Hall in Reki, Tavua Max Value Car Park, Bar in the opposite of the Bar bus stand, Shirley Park in Lotoka, Nandi Caves Fish Corner, Namaka Market in Nandi, Singatoka Town Council ground in Singatoka, at the Legal Aid Car Park in Lambasa, at the Ram Dulare Shopping Center in Dongelua, Lambasa, at Bitti Shopping Center in Singanga, at Namboalu Market Space in Namboalu, Lekutu Nakandrunru Government Station in Namboalu, the frontage of Savsavu Town Council in Savsavu. That is for Saturday. On Sunday, we will be at the Damodar City Car Park, Valelevu Police Bure, Nakasi Rups Complex, Nosori Max Value Car Park, Korovo Voter Service Center, Navua Voter Service Center, Reki Market, Tavua Max Value Car Park, Yasi District Advisory Councillors Residence, opposite bus stand in Bar, Varavu District Advisory Councillors Residence in Bar, Shirley Park in Lotoka, Caves Fish Corner Shop in Nandi, Namaka Market in Nandi, Singatoka Town Council Ground in Singatoka. In Lambasa will be at the Legal Aid Car Park and the frontage of Savsavu Town Council building in Savsavu. So ladies and gentlemen, to all those Fijians who are planning to make a trip to the towns and cities this Saturday and Sunday, please bring along your birth certificate. If you do not have a birth certificate and you need to get one, there will be BDM teams located at each of these venues that I have said, and you will be able to obtain a copy of your birth certificate and straight away get to the new voter card. So that is the announcement, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm looking forward to cooperation from the media to push out the message so that we can get as many Fijians to come down and upgrade to the blue colored voter card, especially in the urban centers this Saturday and Sunday. Thank you very much.